Okay, let's talk about the 3 red flags that you have to watch out for when you're sourcing for online arbitrage. Red flag number 1, if the brand is on the listing, this pretty much always is going to lead to some sort of IP complaint. Not always, but 9 times out of 10, eventually the brand does want to clean up the listing. I can tell you this, from my experience, every time I have had an IP complaint, it's either been from a supplement or it's been from some kind of beauty product. So I try and stay clear of these, especially if the brand's on it. Now, red flag number 2 is going to be if there's no buy box rotation. If you go to a listing, you check out the Keep a chart, and you go to the buy box rotation tab, and you see someone has 90% or 80% or even something like 60%. You need to look a little bit deeper into it. Now, this is only going to be a red flag if that seller that has these rotations is not the only seller that's competitive. So let's say this one seller is priced at $20, and there's another seller that's priced at $20, and there's another seller that's priced at $20, and there's a 4th seller priced at $20. Everyone's priced at $20, but for some reason, this one seller is getting all the rotation. That's a massive red flag. Now finally, red flag number 3 is going to be an increase in offers. But let me explain to you what you have to actually look for. So when you check out a Keep a chart and you see the offer count, what you want to see typically is offers go up, offers come down, back up, back down. And with that, you'd want to see some sort of stable price. That'd be ideal. Obviously, not every listing is going to look like that. But at the very least, if you do see the offer count climbing up and it looks something like this, and the price looks like this, you better expect that price to eventually begin to fall down. Now, to the extent of how bad this price drop is going to happen is completely dependent on the BSR and how many times the product's selling, right? If the product's selling 50 times a month, that's what Amazon's telling you, it's going to be affected much more versus that product is selling 2,000 plus times a month. Well, then this probably won't happen. It might look something like this, even if the offer count does end up spiking up. The price is probably going to hold. Recognizing these 3 red flags early on inside your Amazon journey is going to save you thousands of dollars in potential mistakes. Trust me, I've made every single one of these mistakes. Remember, we want to churn through our inventory as fast as possible. You don't want to get stuck with still inventory. Don't make these mistakes.